Hi, and welcome to the e-learning site, and what we're looking at here is mathematics. First thing everybody should do would be to read over the introduction that I've got listed here on the home page. It's going to just tell you a few things you want to bring, and essentially going to tell you how the class operates. There's also an important blue link here at the bottom, but we'll come back to that. So once you read that, I want to familiarize everybody with a few other sections on the website. Content is the first one. So if you click on content right off the bat, there's absolutely nothing here. What's going to happen is content's going to appear as you complete other tasks on the website. The discussion button won't be used in this course, and the Dropbox button may or may not be used, depends on the course. So more is going to be important to have for us. If you click on more, there's a few links here, but the two we're going to be interested in are going to be the quizzes and the grades. So if you start by clicking on grades, it'll actually show you all the items that are going to be graded throughout this course. And once you complete a task, your mark's going to appear here, and right at the top, you're going to be able to see your overall grade. So you'll always be updated on how well you are doing. So next I'm going to click on more again. This time I'm going to go to quizzes. Now there's only one quiz that's on here, and if you recall back to the home page, there was a blue link, and it was going to take you to this quiz. So this quiz doesn't count for marks, but it's just an introduction, shows you how the quizzes work. So I'm going to click on it, a few clicks, start quiz, okay. And we're into the quiz here. So this is just a little mathematical introduction quiz, and when you click an answer, you can click save. You don't necessarily have to click the save button, but it's a really good idea. I'm just kind of picking some random answers here, as you can see. The point is of this introductory quiz is to get you familiar with the site and get you familiar with some of the questions. And sometimes there's picture questions, sometimes there's multiple choice. Most of the time it's multiple choice. There can also be true and false questions and matching questions as well. And so once you've got all those done, you go to save all responses. It's going to tell me I missed a few here. I go to submit quiz. Again, I missed a few. Well, that's fine just because I'm just demonstrating this quiz. Of course, every student is going to fill in every question when they get to it. Yes, I'm going to submit. And now it's going to show me exactly which the right answers were if I'd answered those questions. And here's one. Oh, I got that wrong. I should have picked that one. Sometimes there's feedback provided too. Depends on the question. There's a little feedback link, and it shows you some hints on how to do it properly next time. So my score at the bottom, 15%, not very good. But by doing that one quiz, what I've actually done now, if I go back to content, is I've now activated the first section. Unit 1 now shows up. And once you click on it, you're going to have 3 different tasks most of the time here. Often as well, too, there's some text to be read. This one didn't include text, and that's okay. So this first one here is a video link. It's a good idea to start by watching that. Once you watch that video link, the next link underneath is going to appear, and this is a Word file here. It's essentially outlining the lesson. There's example problems, there's a few videos inside of it, and there's answers as well. Once you've done those 2 tasks, then this final link is going to appear, and it's a practice quiz, so it's exactly like what we just did. With these practice quizzes, the intention is you have an unlimited number of attempts on the quizzes. Your goal is to get 70 or better percentage. So once you've reached that, what's going to happen is, let's pretend I've done it, I've gone through. I'm going to actually go back to the quiz section here, and there's a practice quiz you've been doing. Once you've attained that 70, another link is going to appear, and it's going to show the quiz 1.1, and that's the one that's going to count. You're going to repeat that. It's going to be very similar questions to the practice, and then once you're done that, then your final grade is going to appear on the grades. It'll appear right in there. And once you've done 1.1, then guess what? 1.2 appears, and you repeat the process. So it's all about watching the video, reading over the instructional material, and then attempting some questions if they are provided. Often the site will have textbooks, PDFs on it where you can open up and view them and do some questions and then prepare for the practice quiz. I think all too often kids jump right to the practice quiz. They just see if they can pass it without actually knowing any material, and that ends up coming back to get you when you actually go to do the real one. So maybe you're lucky, you got a 7 out of 10, you got your 70%, but you didn't know anything. You go to the real quiz, all of a sudden you get 2 out of 10, and that 20% is what's counting towards your mark. So the point is to be prepared and do these quizzes and enjoy what you're doing.